What's up, guys? It's Daryl from Smart Shooters, and today we're going to do another Smart Shooters review. We are reviewing the Walther PDP. A lot of hype around this gun, released in February of 2021. We're going to dive into it. Now, I got to be honest and upfront. I have never been a Walther guy, okay? I am not a fan of the PD anything, the PP anything. I don't care for any of them, all right? And that's just a personal bias. They just didn't look like they were built very good to me. But I was told that this gun is gonna change my mind. I was able to pick one up at my local gun shop, Al & Bob, so shout out to them, especially because I was able to get it at a reasonable price. So today we're gonna deep dive into it. We're gonna see what it's about. Is it worth the hype? Is it not worth the hype? I'm gonna unbox it. We're gonna shoot it. Of course we're gonna shoot it, right? We're smart shooters. And then we're gonna review it. I really do think that you definitely should get one. I'm already starting to see the price gouging going up on these in the market. Seems like any gun that gets a little bit of hype around it, that people want to mark it up. Gun stores want to mark it up. And I just think that you guys should be ahead of the curve. So if you see a Walther PDP, you definitely should go ahead and pick one up. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the compact. They do also have a full size with a 4-inch and a 4.5-inch barrel. That being said, let's get to work. Now, the first thing I want to highlight is this beautiful case. All right, the case, they decked out with some accents that are actually on the gun. I think that's a great idea. That is beautiful. We go ahead and open it up. There's the beautiful scenario we're walking into. So, comes with some extra back straps. Comes with an extra magazine. Looking at 15+1 for capacity. Comes with a magazine load assist. Comes with some tools for the optic plate. This gun is optics ready. Which is why I am a big fan of it. And then the flag they were using at the shop. And then of course the lock. So the PDP, man, let's check it out. It does have a full color manual in here. Just want to add that manuals are important to me, especially with so many new gun owners out there. So shout out to Walther for that. The first thing I noticed with this gun is the texture. All right, I'm gonna do a close-up, some close-up pictures so you can see it. But it's almost like a pyramid that's inside of a hexagon. Super nice. It feels wonderful in the hand. Up first, before we keep going, let me make sure that I clear this firearm, because I know how you guys like to be in the comments. All right, firearm is clear. So the grip is really easy to hold on to. I love that. It's easy to establish a firm grip. Again, it is optics ready. It's got these super, I think they call them super terrain serrations on the slide. I do like those. It does make it nice. Rather use the front slide or you just want to press check, it does make it nice. Like, these cuts on this slide are beautiful. I think it makes the gun look great. Again, I love the grip. One of the super cool things about it is if you look down here at the end of the handle, you can kind of see how it flares out. Well, that is to apply pinky pressure, because as you know, with shooting red dots, sometimes you got to overcompensate and pull that gun down in order to catch that red dot again after a shot. So they added this, so you add that pinky pressure to kind of help you catch that red dot a little faster when you go back up on target for follow-up shots. I think that's super sweet. That was a brilliant idea. I'm in love with the design so far. I definitely am in love with the design. Let's talk about this trigger. Now, excuse the wind that decided to pick up as soon as I started recording. But this trigger, let's check it out. All right. So then we're going to, it's got a nice firm wall. And then we, nice and crisp. That reset is super fast. Now, I did get a lot of flack because initially I talked about how I was not a fan of the trigger. All right. I do still feel like this trigger pull is a long trigger pull. All right. This is a safe direction. Again, I know the safety police are in the comments. This is a safe direction for me. So it still is. I still think this is a long trigger pull. All right. Let's see. There's that wall. I still feel like that's a lot of take up, but I was told once I actually shoot it, it's not gonna feel that way. So we're gonna find out firsthand today. All right, some other things I wanna highlight on this gun is it's got the long slide release, all right? I have this on my Canik TP9 Elite SC. I love this, so simply just slide these down, good to go. Now, I was told it's possible, especially for us bigger hand folks, that as we're establishing our grip and we're shooting, it's possible that we would ride on that slide release because our hands are so big, and it would stop the gun from locking back when it was empty. But I'm about to shoot it and find out. I can highlight some more of the beautiful features of this gun in a little while. Let's see it shoot. So here's the ammo we're gonna feed through it. As you can see, I'm still getting 9mm ammo for reasonable prices. I definitely hope you guys are too. It's definitely getting harder out here, but keep hunting and it'll happen. While we're loading up, I want to let you guys know that Smart Shooters is launching an online store. That's right, you heard it right. We're launching an online store. My dream is to build a gun range, indoor and outdoor, with a full functioning gun store in it. I'm probably about 25% to my goal as far as my business planning and securing the land and securing funding and the whole master plan. But until then, we are launching an online store. Some of the items are already up. We do have ammo. I can admit it is expensive. I can only do what a supplier could do for me. We have Trijicon RMRs, got some Hollow Sun optics, gonna have a bunch of Glock mags, ETS mags, you name it, some SIG products, some flashlights, some lasers. It's gonna be sweet. So it's always that last one. There we go. All right, to learn more about our online store, visit www.smart-shooters.com. Once on the home page, just click the store tab, check out what we got. Now, PDP stands for Performance Duty Pistol. I'm at about 7-8ish yards away from our target. Might back out to like 15 yards, but that'll probably be as far as back as I would go. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Ready? All right. Firearm is clear. First impressions. It's a little snappier than I thought it would be, but it felt great. Yo, that felt great. All right, let's see how I did. Let's take a walk. That was good. Check it out. So that's my groups right there. I was low center. Not bad for my first time shooting this gun. That was my very first shot. I was high. This is towards the end. The more I started to get used to it, I really started to dial it in. So I kind of crept up like that. But you know what I say. Only way to know if we're good shooting it is to shoot it again. Now I can tell you, just from shooting this, that one time, that definitely shoots a whole bunch better than some of my other carry guns, like the Canik TP9 Elite SC. It does shoot better than that. It definitely shoots better than my SIG P365 XL. Although I do like the flat trigger on the XL. Yeah, I like that. I like that pop at a 90-degree angle. I do not like that it's warming up in Michigan and all these bees are out here. Not a fan of that at all. But I love this thing, man. So far, so good. I shouldn't say love. I'm gonna say like. I like this thing. It is just a touch snappier than I thought it was gonna be, though. I don't know. The recoil is definitely more than a Glock 19. So for those of you guys who have Glock 19s, this recoil is a little more than that. But that was just my first time shooting it. I don't want to make any permanent statements off the first time shooting it, so let's go ahead and give it another run. I love that. The mag slides in so smooth. That slide release just works perfect. Oh yeah. I'm still low center, firearm clear. These grips, if I can highlight these grips, hopefully y'all can see. These grips make the gun so nice to hold on to. So kudos to Walther for that. All right. I'm impressed. And I don't shoot Walthers. I've shot a couple of them. Some of my buddies got them. One of my range safety officers for Smart Shooters has one. I just haven't been impressed, but this is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. Let's load up again. Now, as I'm loading up, I gotta tell you guys, I'm thinking this could be in my EDC rotation. I do carry different guns depending on where I'm going. I know a lot of people out there, even other instructors, they'll tell you, have one EDC, stick to it, study it, know your gun inside and out. I believe that multiple guns call for multiple things, or multiple situations rather, call for different guns. For example, when I'm picking my kid up from school, I kind of want something like a SIG P365. Something super low profile. If I need to do it, it's got 12 rounds in it, and I'm gonna be able to get the job done. But if there's no threat, you can't even tell I'm carrying. However, when I'm up north, similar to right now, I like something like a Glock 40, a 1911, something super big outside of my waistband that's just there when I need it. So, all of that being said, I mean, there's multiple scenarios. Most times when I'm riding around town, I'm in the grocery store, or I'm doing something, I'm out with the wife, I'm carrying my Glock 19 anyway. So the moral of this whole story is you gotta find a gun that works for you. This is something that could work for me. I don't know about replacing, but this could potentially replace the Glock 19 in the lineup. I only put 10 shots in here to even out the last 20. Let's shoot. This is a really accurate pistol. This pistol is so accurate that I almost can't believe it. Firearm is clear. I almost can't believe how accurate. This reminds me a lot of, if I got any HK fans out there, the HK VP9. All right, when in terms of accuracy, that's the vibe this gives me. Because the VP9 is the most accurate polymer pistol I've ever shot, ever. In the history of ever. I challenge anybody to find me a more accurate shooting gun than the VP9. And I don't buy into the gun's only as accurate as the shooter. That's not true. All right, I mean, it sounds good, and I think to some degree it is true. But there are guns that are just ergonomically designed better to help people shoot better. This is one. All right, the Walther PDP, the performance duty pistol. I'm loving this. Gosh, it's crazy because I am not a Walther fan, but look at it. To find a gun this beautiful, the level of detail in that grip is just amazing. But the way that it hugs your hand as you hold it, and this is not even with an optic on there. Now I'm gonna run a Trijicon RMR on there and see how that goes. I also been thinking about the Vortex Viper. I think it's the Viper, not the Venom. It's the Viper. I think the Vortex Viper was something else I was considering, but I think I'm gonna throw that on my Glock 40 instead. This, I definitely think I'm gonna run with the Trijicon RMR. We got those on the website, by the way, www.smart-shooters.com. Bro, I don't want to stop shooting. I'm just gonna keep shooting, guys. All right, so we got 10 shots left to finish up our first 50 shots. In the beginning of the video, I talked to you guys about price point. I believe Walther has MSRP on these, and again, I have the compact at $649. I paid $659 for this, which is $10 over MSRP. I wasn't tripping. This morning I woke up, I went seen some of the full sizes for like 900 bucks. And maybe they come with something, I don't know. I didn't do a whole bunch of digging. I was just looking on Google, seeing who had the best prices on them, because I like to refer my students to guns that I think they should try, especially something they can rent from me first. But I wanted to make sure it was something that they could get before I just recommend it. I don't know why. I do know why, because it's still the pandemic. Stimulus money is coming, tax returns are coming. But these gun shops, man, I promise you, once I finish the FFL process, our pricing will be fair. All right, and I get it. They can get it while they can get it. That's good business to some people, not to me though. Let's shoot some more. I was still pulling. I ain't want it to end. Firearm clear. I brought 150 rounds. I think I'm gonna shoot them all. But for now, let's take a walk and see how I did so far. So here we go with 50 rounds in. That's not too bad. We're low center, but we're center. All right. Remember, some of those were in the beginning, but we still got to bring those up. I'm going to hang a new target and see how we do, but my goodness. Do I dare say that this might replace the Glock 19 as my primary EDC? Should I say that? All right, so now, this is the target that I'll be using. This is the USCCA target that I have my students use. Again, I am a firearms instructor. All right, so that's not bad. What we did was we took 99 shots inside center mass. The last shot, a headshot, has got to be in that box to be good. On the line, I call it good. So we missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 100 shots, 93%. Not bad if I do say so myself. All right, guys, so I had some other people come to the range. And that's why I'm in the vehicle now. But I just wanted to finish up and tell you guys, this is worth every single penny. This is a beautiful gun. I have no complaints. The firearm is clear, by the way, so you guys can see that. This gun is absolutely, positively one of the best guns I ever bought. And I can admit, I was sleeping on Walther. I was not a big fan of Walther guns at all. I thought they were ugly. I thought the PPQ was just okay. It was decent. It wasn't worth the hype that a lot of people said. I thought in no way, shape, or form could Walther ever compete or compare with HK. But my mind has changed today. We did a 100-shot challenge. 99 shots at center mass, 1 shot to the head. We hit 93 out of 100 shots. And the other ones I felt when I missed, I felt it's just getting used to the gun, getting to know the gun. I still need to put, I would be comfortable before I made this a concealed carry gun. I feel like I need to put at least another 400 rounds through it, which I really got that in the back seat, but I don't want to shoot all my ammo today. But this is it, man. I think Walther is on to something. I think if you can get your hands on one of these for a fair price, you definitely should. Man, my mind is blown. So let's talk about, if I was to give it a score out of 10, definitely I'm definitely thinking like a 9.3. Very close to being a perfect gun. I don't know how it's gonna run with the Trijicon on there, so I can't give it a perfect score until I run a red dot and actually test the functionality of what's going on. I don't know if you guys seen the YouTube video that's kind of, I wouldn't say going viral, but it's getting a lot of hits about your optic is gonna break on here because it's not properly designed. I don't know. I'll see when Walther sends me my Trijicon plate. They say 5 to 10 business days, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, grip is great. There's no comparing. The design is super sweet. I don't think anybody has any complaints about this design. This grip is what blew my mind. All right, this grip, it's hard to describe it because the way it just hugs your hand is just something that's just totally different. The trigger was definitely not what I thought. Let's make sure we're clear again. But here we go. Take up. There's that wall. And then, actually, let me see if I can do it with the other hand so you guys can see it. Reset. So our reset is pretty decent. But I can't say I was just blown away by the trigger. I'm not gonna do that. I also would take away 0.5 immediately because the recoil is just, I would expect it to have less recoil. I mean, all the hype around this gun, and it could just be the YouTubers' faults. But I wanted to give you guys a real review, an honest review, a review that didn't just go over a bunch of specs and stuff. I mean, if you guys want that type of review, I could do it. But I feel like you can go to walther.com and look up the PDP and get all the specs. I wanted to actually give you from a user standpoint. I am going to do a part 2 to this video. Once I find the right holster for it, I'm going to try to see about concealed carrying it, see how comfortable it is, make sure that this awesome grip doesn't tear up my skin or my t-shirts, but I don't see that. I'm really impressed. I'm leaning towards 9.3. Might even do 9.2 out of 10. There's some minor things, but for the value, this, I'm gonna, and y'all know me, I'm gonna admit I'm a Glock fanboy. All right, this is much better than a Glock. This is much better than any Glock that I own, just about. And I'm just being honest. All right, it's hard for me to say that because y'all know I love Glocks. I don't believe there's any gun that was ever made better than the Glock 19 Gen 4, even though I got the Gen 5. But this is different. And I still say that the HK VP9 is the most accurate gun I've ever shot. But this is right up there. In fact, I think my next video, I'm gonna do a PDP versus VP9, and we'll see what happens. But thank y'all for watching. If you made it this far in the review, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is an amazing gun, y'all. I love this thing. This could be, it could be my EDC. So for those of you guys who got one, what do you think? Let me know what you think about the Walther PDP in the comments. I'll do a PDP versus VP9, and I'll do an EDC on it, practice carrying it around. Till next time, brains before bullets, smart shooters.